Well, we can speak to an Osprey now, but one who's just actually announced that he's hanging up his boots at the end of the season. Friend of the show, James Hook, joins us. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, boys.
How's it been, Hooky? The big announcement of retirement. I know it's probably been, well, it comes for everyone. Of course it does. But for you personally, you know, you're a bit of a legend in Wales. You're back in Wales, obviously playing. Been a hell of a career, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah, I haven't been too bad, mate. I think, obviously, I'm coming to the end of my contract at the end of the season. So, yeah, I'm pushing 35 now in June. So, yeah, like you say, Jim, it comes to us all. And for me, now the time seems right.
And in terms of like achievements, I know I've read a few of them, but there's been a few, hasn't there? But any regrets when you look back on your career? Maybe not dyeing your hair in the last couple, maybe just.
bit of the old fake tan use, a bit too much at times.
Yeah, that might be one of the regrets. Yeah, but on the field, I think. No, I think every single player probably looks back in their career and thinks, they could have done this and that differently. But like you say, yeah, I'm pleased to have had 80 odd caps and represented my country, obviously that many times, and played for the Ospreys and had experienced, different things, played for Gloucester and gone to France and gone to Perpignan. So, yeah, I've got loads of good memories, but there's ups and downs in everyone's career, so, and mine's no different.
So the big question is, mate, obviously everyone, we said it comes to the end for everyone at some point. How far ahead have you planned? Do you want to go into coaching? Are you looking at other different ideas as well?
Yeah, so I'm doing my level 3 now. I should be finished that in March. So I'm doing a lot with the under-18s in the Ospreys and the academy, doing the backs and things and the kick in, the skills. So, but it's quite similar to what Neil Jenkins used to do when I first started out. He used to come around the regions and just obviously take me kick in and skills and things. But he's just sort of a bit of a mentor for me as well. So if I can be that for the young boys coming through, that'll be really good.
And you mentioned obviously Wales, Ospreys, the Lions is another one, the Barbarians as well. That's where
the Barbers, yeah, you remember that, Jim, didn't you?
I remember, mate. I was in my element.
How the hell was Jim Hamilton a barbarian? It amazes me that.
Not on the pitch, was it, Hooky? I was the glue. That's what that.
You were.
That's what
fairness, but you were.
That's what Parisi said to me. You're the glue. The glue that binds this team together.
The Pritt stick.
Oh, is that what it was?
I think he called you a prick.
Oh, did he? Is that what he said?
A prick, yeah.
But look, we've got to talk a little bit about the Ospreys. I was there at the weekend. Be a difficult one because I'm sure that you probably would have wanted to finish on a high, but things at Ospreys aren't going well, and that's not going to define you or the club going forward, having a couple of bad seasons. But how are things there? There was obviously something glaringly obvious around the Pro 14 media event just recently, just after Alan Clark left. How has it all been? We had Gareth Anscombe on. Alan Wynne-Jones has been quite public last week in talking about it, but for a player that's played for many, many years, has got a big standing in the game, what's your take on it all?
Yeah, it is tough to see, and obviously, the Ospreys, we only started out in 2004, but we've had a lot of success, and it's a shame to see, where we are at the moment. Obviously, it's not a great season, and just one win this year, which is, unheard of for Ospreys, but, I think we've got some quality players, and of late now, the internationals are starting to come back. We've had a lot of injuries, and, without making excuses, that hasn't helped. But yeah, it has been tough, you all know, boys, when you're on a losing streak, especially after narrow losses, got to pick yourselves back up, go to training on Monday and try and put it right. And then when it's not going right, it is tough. But like I say, there's too many good players and people in the Ospreys to continue like this for too long.
Hooky, back in the day, you were part of the Fab Four at the Ospreys with Shane Williams, Lee Byrne and Mike Phillips. Who came up with that idea? What did you get up to?
It wasn't us, I tell you that.
How was Tommy Bowe not in there? How was it not a 5?
I don't know. He's gutted with that, mate. He's gutted. But I don't know who came up with it, I've got to be honest. But I think it's just, obviously, we were really successful, talking about the bad times now, but in my early career, we were really successful in the Ospreys, won some trophies, and probably should have done better, actually, in Europe with the squad we had. But yeah, there was a lot of good players, and yeah, they just picked us 4 out as the Fab Four, as you say.
Beautiful things, beautiful specimens, all of you with the fake tan everywhere. Let's get away from rugby for a minute then. Let's talk about you personally and what's going on off the field. You've written some children's books, haven't you?
Yes.
First and foremost, congratulations. I didn't know anyone could read or write in Wales. That's a first start. Just give us a bit of knowledge on your books, mate, because it's a great thing you're doing.
Yeah, no, mate. When I was in Gloucester, actually, my oldest boy, when he came out to school, they have the book fairs. He wanted to grab a rugby book, and I went to get one, and all it was sort of facts books and things. There was actual sort of children's books. There was a lot of football and other sports. So yeah, I just sort of thought there's a bit of an opportunity to write some books for with rugby for kids. And I got in touch with an author and give him a few ideas. And luckily enough, we've got 2 books published. The first one's out in May, and it's basically sort of my memories and my sort of achievements as a player professionally through a 10-year-old boy's eyes called Jimmy. So yeah, it's all right, and hopefully it'll go well.
We'll get millions sold off the back of this, mate. We'll take a commission as well.
All I'm saying is I'm hoping there's no stories around the Barbarians in there or not, because I need to proofread anything.
That's when he gets a little bit older,
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, good stuff. While we've got you, Welsh legend, let's talk a little bit about Wales. In England, your former club, our former club, Lewis Rees-Zammit's name's been thrown around. 18 years old.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? And the wheels on him.
Yeah.
What's your views on him and Wayne Pivac and the Six Nations?
Yeah, he's flying, isn't he, in fairness to him. So, yeah, I think he is Welsh, isn't he? So hopefully he'll...
Well, I've been trying to convert him to be English, mate. He's just signed a new deal for Gloucester, an extended contract, a proper professional contract to stay in England. But unfortunately he said he wants to play for Wales. That's his dream. And I'm like, why, mate? 25 grand a game, England, much better.
Yeah, that is one thing.
The white jersey.
Because it's not about the money, is it, Hooky? What do you reckon?
No, not at all, mate. No way.
Coming from Hooky.
What do you mean?
But in fairness to him, like, selfishly, obviously, I hope he gets picked in the Six Nations because he's flying and 18 years old or not. When a guy's playing like that, you want him playing for your country, and I'm sure he will get picked. And he probably fits the style of Stephen Jones, the way he wants to play, and Wayne Pivac. So yeah, a bit of luck he'll get named and get some game time.
So you genuinely think that he'll be picked in the squad then? You think there's a good chance that he'll feature, probably against Scotland? Why are you being horrible, Goody? Do you think there's a good chance, yeah?
Oh, I think he should get named in the squad. Obviously, we've got fantastic back three with Liam Williams, Halfpenny, George North, Josh Adams, these sort of boys. But I think, like you say, if he's good enough, he's old enough, isn't he?
I was doing my research on Twitter and I read that he's actually potentially not English qualified yet. So there's one for you.
Oh well, no. Let's be honest. Eddie's phoned him and he said no.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't want it. No, everyone hates the English. Who's going to be playing 13? Hooky, tell me that.
That's a good question. So Josh Adams and George North played 13 for the clubs last weekend. So I think maybe the Welsh coaches had an influence on that selection. So yeah, we've put in a bit at the moment. A lot of centres out injured. Obviously, Owen Watkin, Jonathan Davis is pretty much only Hadley Parks, the fit centre at the moment. Scott Williams as well, he didn't play last week. He was injured, but I don't think he's long term, so he could come into the equation. But Hadley Parks and yes, it's out to Scott Williams, George North, and Josh Adams. So yes, it's interesting.
Let's get Louis Rees-Zammit on the ding-a-ling-a-ling, and then England will win the Grand Slam.
Oh, here he is.
All right, James, thank you very much for coming on the show, mate. Best of luck for your final season and, of course, your quest to be the next J.K. Rowling.